Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of the Cold Arc, the freezing Arctic FU, it's January arc. Speaking of FUs, there was an F-bomb left uncensored in the last episode, so that's probably gonna get it, limited ads, I haven't checked. Maybe you're allowed one, I'm not sure. Because that's how, like, is that how, like, PG-13 movies work? Like, you get, like, one swear word or something? Something like that. But, I'm gonna have to be more vigilant. Because I didn't notice it at all, and then I forgot to check the captioning after it was done. So maybe YouTube is just giving me a nice little grace period, but I gotta be more careful about that in the future. Because I don't remember censoring it at all. Oh my god, it was almost crazy! Cray! Oh, it is Cray! The crayfish, let's go! But yeah, no, I'm cold, and Final Fantasy XIV was on maintenance all day and all night, and it was supposed to be off of maintenance like 35 minutes ago, but there was a problem with the Japanese data centers, and so they put the entire game on maintenance because they don't want... Final Fantasy XIV is very serious about releasing content at the same time in all regions. They don't do like a delayed release, which I'm pretty sure other MMOs do, and other live service gacha games definitely do. Where it's basically like one region gets something at one point and then the next region gets something at the other point. We haven't played Ayaka in a while. I'm thinking this is an Ayaka kind of moment. I'm thinking of an Ayaka kind of game. Thinking medical history. And then I'm thinking, do we want to do Life Coach? Let's do Life Coach. So, you know, Final Fantasy XIV Creative Business Unit 3, they want everything to launch at the same time. So because the Japanese data center is messed up right now, they've just kind of like put the entire game on maintenance, and we'll see. Certainly some people are working overtime, and there's some panic going on because they don't want to delay the game for any longer than they have to. But, I just played League of Legends today, and, honestly, that was definitely a mistake. I'm still on my League of Legends arc, because I enjoy playing it, but god do I hate how Riot balances their game. You know, if there are any Rioters who listen to the Daily World of Horror, it's not impossible, it's definitely possible. It's definitely knowledge, strength, dexterity, no charisma, no charisma. But there is a light source, and there is a boss fight. It's definitely possible we could have a Rioter in the chat, but, you know, my friends are tired of me complaining about it, because I'm a Briar main, and that should tell you everything you need to know. I played Bruiser Briar in the previous season, and you didn't do a lot of damage, but you were very, 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 very hard to kill. Like, you didn't, like, get a pentakill. You didn't do, like, 60k damage, but you were incredibly difficult to kill. And you could fight. Like, you could fight 1v1 most people once you got your, like, Gore Drinker, Black Cleaver, Sterix Gauge? Sterix Fist? Whatever, I don't know what it's called. The health thing. But, you know, they took Gore Drinker out of the game, and there's not really, like, a really good item for Briar that kind of fits that, besides, like, maybe Titanic Hydra, but, like, it just doesn't feel the same, and I feel really squishy no matter what I build. And the game usually ends before I can get to my fourth item, Jack Show, but I decided to do it big, and I decided to play Lethality Briar. And Lethality Briar is the worst thing I've ever experienced, because you either get ahead, and then you get like 20 kills and there's nothing the enemy team can do because you just explode them, or you go neutral and it feels miserable to play because you'll kill like 2 people and then die, or you'll kill like 3 people and then die, or you'll kill like 1 person and then die. You have like no staying power whatsoever, and you die before you can... Like, I think they need to make... This is gonna sound absolutely insane. I think they need to make Briar's E stronger. Because it's like... you used to be able to get away with like the E had a lot of skill expression, where it's like, if you can line it up properly, if you can predict the enemy's movements, if you can bait the enemy's movements, it's super, like, gratifying and super powerful to land, but it doesn't feel as good as it used to. Like, I'm landing a lot of E's. I'm very good at landing E's. Especially if the enemy has, like, a dash or something that's, like, predictable. Like, you see them winding up the dash, I can queue up that E. The E will have priority through that and knock them into the goddamn wall. But it just doesn't feel as good as it does, or as good as it used to. Because I used to be, like, 1v3ing, and I would have, I would be able to use my E as sort of like almost like a get-out-of-jail-free card. But not really, because it turned off your frenzy, so you, like, lost a... Oh, God. We're gonna remove that curse. And it was everything but charisma, so we're gonna remove that curse. I'm not gonna feel too great about it. But, we didn't actually prepare at all for this, did we? I feel like I skipped a lot of the preparation phase. But I don't know. I could probably rant about Briar, and it wouldn't be educated ranting, by the way. The best I've ever been is Silver. You look at my Porofessor, Silver Season 10 or whatever. That's me. That's how I've peaked. But, like, I don't know. Like, Briar just doesn't feel as fun to play, because the Bruiser build feels bad. And even though the Bruiser build is apparently a lot better, it's just, like, I personally was just better with the older Bruiser build, or I liked the Gore Drinker more? I don't know. Like, her Bruiser build doesn't build Lifesteal anymore, you know what I mean? Like, it used to be, like, oh, you got Omnivamp from your main item. Well, I mean, we do need to get our curses back, so... You know. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I mean, I don't know what we're doing at this point. No thoughts, head empty. Just take a hammer. When you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Let's make every enemy look like a nail, okay? Hammer them into the wood, into the planks. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this. But, yeah, I don't know. I just think that, I'm not built the way that Briar is being balanced. And the thing is, like, Riot Games will say over and over again, like, oh, like, we don't want Lethality Briar to be a thing. But they haven't really done anything to address it. And there's gonna be a patch in, like, 10 days or whatever in the PvE, which gives Briar AP scaling. And it's like, I think maybe a little bit of HP scaling? I don't know. I just, like, I want Briar to be, like, I think I've played, like, 110 matches with Briar so far, and anybody who's played League for a long period of time, or anybody who's really good at League will say that's nothing, right? Like, oh, you've played, you played, like, 85 games of last season Briar, and you played, 21 games as this season Briar? What a noob. You know how insane that sounds? Like, how insane that sounds to explain? Like... how absolutely crazy that is for me to, like, say, like, oh, yeah, you know, it's actually not that much. Because, I mean, think about it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, hold on. Do we have something we can throw? No. But what if, chat? What if? We can't even try. We can't even roll the 20% dice. Oh, no. What can we do with a boosted attack? We can't do anything with a boosted attack. Can we throw the medical kit? No, we cannot throw the medical kit. We'd have to bust out the individual goddamn bandages, but we can't do anything there either. So it's like... you hate to see it, but you do just kinda... like, if we do this, there's no point to doing this, because she goes down to 8, and then what do? We do a 50%, a 40% chance? That's crazy. There's not a way that we get out of this one, gamers. So true. So we just take the damage, and then we move on with our lives. first enemy, by the way. Not that we need to remember that, it's second mystery that we need to remember, but Jesus Christ. But, like, I don't know, I just think that, like, they don't want Lethality Briar to be a thing, and then the only strong way to play Briar, the only good way to play Briar is, like, the only way that feels good is Lethality Briar, because Bruiser Briar feels bad. Like, her E, like, I don't know what it is. Like, it feels like her E is, like, significantly less good now. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm not a Rioter. I don't have, like, amazing 200 years of game design, which, admittedly, we joke about that all the time. Like, oh, haha, 200 years of game design, lol. But being realistic, League of Legends is a really complicated game, and it's actually funny. I was watching a video where somebody was talking about how World of Warcraft is inaccessible because of all these things that you have to do, and that something like League of Legends is accessible because you just queue up for the game, right? But, like, League of Legends is not accessible at all. It's only accessible in the sense of, like, it's easy to start playing the game because it's free, you download it, you queue up. But it's not easy to learn, and it's not easy to do anything in League of Legends. It's very hard. Like, again, I have played 100 games, I've played over 100 games of Briar, which, for frame of reference, let's just do a little, let's say that, I mean, I've had a lot of these games go 40 minutes plus, because people in low elo, including myself, do not know how to close out a game. But let's say that the average game is like 25 minutes, right? I've played like over 100 games. That's a lot of goddamn hours as Briar. That's a lot of goddamn hours as Briar, you know? So it really is ridiculous that, like, I've played so much. Like, I've put so much time into this game, and rightfully so, by the way. Anybody who is at all good at the game would look at me, call me trash, and also say that I know nothing about the game, which is true. It's just like, that's the I don't know what people are cooking. I don't know what people are cooking. Oh god, what is this? I guess we're going to Wordless Ward. What on earth? Me when I'm hallucinating? True. But, like, for real. Like, I don't know how to say it other than how ridiculous League of Legends is as a concept. And if you have to think about something like that, right? It's a miracle that most of the game is balanced somewhat, right? Like, League of Legends is very unbalanced, but that's just sort of how it works, you know? You're not gonna be able to make a... Holy crap, Maria. Real? Hey, Maria, it's a hospital. You're not supposed to smoke. But, like, if you think about it, it really is remarkable how League of Legends is a thing that, like, functions, you know? Because it shouldn't. It's too much. It's too much. It's too ridiculous. There's too many moving parts. So I think Riot needs to be commended somewhat. And by somewhat, I mean actually a lot, you know, leave the multi-million-dollar company alone as I unsheath my dagger. And I stand between you and the Riot building and take an offensive combat stance like a Rengar or something, right? But, the thing about it is, like, Riot puts you in a situation where I almost wish I was wearing that Onyx medallion. Not that it, like, does anything. It just takes up inventory slots. Let's get a couple of broken bottles. And by a couple, I mean a few. And by a few, I mean several. And we'll walk it down. We'll run it down the mid corridor. Eldritch Possession, my beloved. Thank you so much for existing. Oh, no! I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Okay, we can sell that, right? Yeah. I guess just give me the compass. I'm not mad. I'm furious. I hate the stupid menus in this game. Is there any, like, injury that I want to get taken care of? I think these are, for the most cart? We're carting in Monster Hunter? That's what it feels like when I play League. I feel like for the most part, we're probably fine on the injury side. I don't really, like, we could get, well, broken nose is something we should look into curing maybe if we need to rest, but are we coming back to the hospital ever again? No, I don't think we are. But also, we could not bother her. No, it's fine. We're gonna be gone in like 3 or 4 investigations. It's not doomed. We just turned the threat level up. Yeah, we're actually gone in 1 investigation. That was completely the correct thing to do. I didn't get my items from storage, by the way. So we're just gonna run, and we're just gonna chill. The operation was a success. Congratulations. It would be so cool if you just, like, saw the person who steals your identity just hanging out. Just hanging out in your apartment, like, yo, what's up? I didn't really, you know, I didn't kill you, so I don't really think this far ahead. So we can probably just, like, both hang out, you know? You can still, like, you just put me on the lease, it'll be fine. But, I don't know, like, League of Legends is really fun to play. Like, I really enjoy it, and I've put, like, 6 years into the game, so I can play it at, like, a silver level, like, decently well. And I have, like, decent game sense. Like, not good game sense, but decent game sense. But, like, I don't know. It's just so... It's intimidatingly ridiculous, I guess you could say. Like, there's just so much to it. And I think... I guess it makes me appreciate... It makes me appreciate a few things. One, it makes me appreciate this game more because World of Horror is infinitely more balanced than League of Legends. And when things get buffed or nerfed in this game, it's like, okay, it's just some numbers getting taken around. It's not like, okay, Ayaka, we made Ayaka back when we were a small indie company. We didn't know what we were doing. Ayaka was too strong. She's too OP. She's been in the meta forever. She doesn't make the company a lot of money. We're gonna rework her. Okay, the rework takes away all of her fundamental kit and replaces it with something else that's more modern and flashy for playmakers, like competitive, professional World of Horror players like Funky Fresh to do some skill expression, you know? Thankfully, we don't have to deal with any goddamn nonsense like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm just malding because I play Briar, and Briar is in a horrible spot right now. Because she's either really, really, really good and you win the game easily, and it doesn't feel fun because you just press W and then she gets a triple kill, and then the enemy runs away from you and then they surrender. Or she feels horrible to play, and then you win because you went, like, even, and your team capitalized on that. Or you lose and she feels horrible to play, and you're inting. There's not really any in-between. She either feels amazing to play and you snowball the game for... Oh, God. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to do it. We're going Akamanto. Can you believe it? We're going Akamanto. Look who it is. I don't really... I think I'm going to get an email from YouTube, honestly. Go ahead and give me +2 knowledge. Thanks, Chief. You know, maybe I was a dumbass. Maybe I was a dumbass. Maybe homie was stupid. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Chat, hear me out. Where is it? Guides. Where is it? I'm typing ghost. I'm typing ghost into the guide section. Where is it? Where is it, chat? I'm looking for it. Oh no, is it in the reference compendium? No, by reference compendium, it's actually just like, you know, these are all the references in the game. It's like, whoa, I never knew that, no way. Innsmouth Curse is a reference to Innsmouth? No. What's the horrible old man a reference to? Terrible old man. Oh, wow, crazy. Guide, Reign of Friendship. How to play Yashiro and get the Reign of Spider achievement the easy way by Irrelevant. If you have managed to get the Otherworldly Thirst achievement, either by walkthrough or your own discovery, then congratulations on unlocking Yashiro, Mr. Faith. Now, with those who have heard of the Incredible Trilogy before, you would also notice another achievement referencing it. I'm stealing somebody's content. But there is a part where it says spam the redacted out of the recruit option. That's pretty funny. Stealing somebody's content. How to not die in World of Horror. Is there really... Okay. Is there really... Is there really just not a... Here's how to do the... Here we go. It's in the math guide. It's in the math guide. So true, bestie. Okay. Alright. It's 5 claps. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. We're gonna regain 1 reason, baby. We're doing it. We're running it down. Alright. Nice, thanks for the mangled hand. You got 1 ritual move right. Oh no. Okay. Count how many you got right. Clap 5 times. We got 1 right. So now it is 3 bows and 2 claps. And then if we get 4 or 2, it changes. 4. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Hey, we're also gonna die, but, like, you know, don't worry too much about it. Alright, so... Is the clap number 4 or number 5? I'm thinking it's number 5, gamers. I'm thinking it's number 5. I mean, we were gonna die either way. That was 21-21, because the enemy was doing all damage instead of sanity damage, right? Or a curse killed me, and we just had so many of that curse that I was always taking, or taking multiple stamina damage per turn. Yeah. So that is why you never do anything related to ghosts ever, and I hate ghosts. So that's nice. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. That run was 21 minutes long and 21 seconds long. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna call it here. There's a Gloomwood today, later. I'm gonna record that later because I don't want to do it right now. It's cold. Yeah. I need to go refresh the FC company actions because the game should be off maintenance right now. By the way, final thoughts on League of Legends. I like it. It's ridiculous, and the fact that, like, okay, if you put, let's look at World of Horror, okay? Let's look at World of Horror, alright? I've put 880 hours into this game. If you put 880 hours into League of Legends, you're a beginner, you're a novice, you're a baby, you know nothing. That's the kind of game that you're dealing with there. That's the kind of game that it is. And it's also Look, who's ending the video right now. Bye, stay safe out there, have a good one.